to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Samantha Sparks and I make everyday mommy, family, lifestyle videos. I am a mom of 2 under 2 and going to be a mommy of 3 under 3 because we are currently about 6-7 weeks pregnant. So that is really exciting. My oldest daughter, his name is Aubree, and she is 20 months old. And my youngest son, his name is Maverick, and he is 8 months old now. I try to upload at least 2 to 3 times every week, and now that I am pregnant, I will be doing pregnancy updates every other week. So if you're interested in following us on our journey to growing as a family, I'd love for you to hit that I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification. That way you can be notified every time we upload a new video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I get my babies to sleep through the night. Now this is a struggle that most parents have with new babies, is they cannot get those babies to sleep through the night. I have multiple friends with babies who just will not sleep. They co-sleep, which there's nothing wrong with that. I co-sleep for the first few months of my baby's lives, but like some of them will co-sleep up until 2 years old. And the parents are just so miserable because they don't get any sleep and they're exhausted all the time and they live off coffee, which I kind of live off coffee, let's be honest. But anyways, as a parent, one of the most important things that you can do for your baby is getting them on a sleep schedule. And this will help you and your baby. Believe it or not, your baby needs just as much sleep, if not more sleep than you do. And it is very, very important for you to work as hard as you can to make that happen. And I'm not here to judge anyone whose baby does not sleep through the night. I know there are some babies that are just very stubborn and just don't want to sleep through the night. And that's a more difficult situation, and that I suggest speaking to a doctor about. Now moving on to some of my tips to getting your baby to sleep through the night. As I told you at the beginning of this video, I have 2 young children who both started sleeping through the night at 6 months old. This took lots and lots of work, and it's not perfect every single night. I will tell you, there are nights that Aubree wakes up and there's nights that Maverick wakes up in the middle of the night. And it's just, they just want to wake up every once in a while. But for the most part, both of them sleep all the way through the night. They go to bed at 6:30 to 7 and then wake up about 7 to 8 o'clock, which is amazing. I wake up at 6 every day, so that gives me an hour to 2 hours to myself. And as a mom, I desperately need that to get things done. Like today, I am working on this video, so I was able to get up, have time to myself, and do this video for you guys. And that is one of the most amazing things about having your baby sleep trained, is the fact that you can plan out time for yourself. Now I'm going to tell you guys how I actually got my babies to sleep through the night. Both Aubree and Maverick slept with me, co-slept, whatever you want to call it, in our room with my husband and I from the time they were newborns to 6 months old. Right at 6 months old, we would move the baby upstairs to their own room and into their own crib. Now, I'll be honest with you, the first few nights were miserable, very, very hard. The baby was like shocked, I guess, to be moved from one room to another, but they get used to it pretty quickly. And we put them in there with their own sound machine, blankets, you know, everything they need. The first few, probably the first month, I'd stay up there with Maverick and rock him to put him to sleep, give him a bottle and rock him, and that's how he would fall asleep. But now I can just lay him in the crib and he puts himself to sleep. How I worked up to this point is, I have a whole routine, and I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys exactly what I do every single day to make sure they get the best night's sleep. So starting off, I'm going to work with Maverick's schedule right now because he's my newest baby and I remember his schedule the best right now. But so with Maverick, he takes 1 nap a day, and it's about a 2-hour nap, and it's normally midday. He goes to bed at the same time Aubree goes down for a nap, and that is at 1 o'clock. Normally right between 12 and 1, but most of the time they fall asleep right at 1. But he goes to bed at 1 and wakes up right almost at 3. So he gets that 2-hour nap and it works perfectly. Both babies sleep about the same amount of time, the same time. So that's time I get to go do things I need. Normally, lately, it's just been going downstairs, laying in my bed and relaxing, watching TV, eating snacks, pretty much whatever I want to do. But that's just me time without either one of the kids. And I will say it's not always like that. Now, there's days that I can't get Maverick to sleep, or he wants to fall asleep earlier, or stuff like that. So please don't think that this is perfect every single day, because it's not. This is basically like my ideal situation and how it works about 5 days out of the week. So my first tip would be not letting your baby sleep after 3:30. If your baby is asleep, if your baby takes a nap after 3:30, they're not going to want to go to bed at a decent hour. Honestly, they probably won't want to go to bed until about 9, 10 o'clock. So if you can, I suggest trying to fit all your naps in between probably 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. But if your baby takes 2 naps a day, like Maverick used to, he used to take a 10 o'clock nap and then a 1 o'clock nap. We have recently started to change our nighttime routine, and it has been working out amazing for both of our babies. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with you instead of our old nighttime routine, which did work, but we used to not do baths. We used to not really be on much of a schedule besides dinner and then bed. But now that we are on an actual, every single night we have to do the same thing, it works out like a dream. It's so perfect for both babies, and we maybe struggle for about 30 minutes to get them down, but that's it, and it's not bad at all, honestly. Especially, and that struggle is mostly Aubree. Maverick normally falls asleep immediately, but our 1.5-year-old, lately she's been fighting sleep, like fighting going to sleep, but once she falls asleep, she's good. So starting off our schedule, I have it all wrote down here, so I'm just going to read it off how we do everything. So at about 5 o'clock, Chad gets home, we eat dinner as a family, we watch TV, just hang out, basically have quiet time or just fun family time. About 5 o'clock, that's when Chad gets home, and we're just all, spending time together, eating dinner. So that's at 5 o'clock. By 6 o'clock, we are upstairs giving the babies a bath. And they take a bath together for about, I guess, 30 minutes at the most. They'll take a bath together. And if they have started showing signs of being sleepy, then we'll go ahead and put their pajamas on, give Maverick a bottle, put lotion on them, and put them to bed. But let's be honest, most of the time, both of them are not ready for bed at that time. Now, Maverick, he almost always, right after the bath, is ready for his lotion, pajamas, and a bottle. And then he instantly goes to bed. So that is really nice. He's pretty easy. Now with Aubree, and I know this is about babies, but I'm just going to go ahead and share my experience with my toddler as well, just in case any of you also have toddlers. But with Aubree, she used to go to bed right at 6:30 every single night, but now she's pushing that back to 7 o'clock, which is okay. She's getting older, so I guess it is alright for her to stay up just a little bit later. So at 6:30, when she gets out of the bath, she drinks on her milk a little bit and hangs out in the playroom with me while we would just watch TV. We have a huge, what are they called, the love sack bean bags, and we'll just lay on the bean bag and watch TV and let her drink her bottle. She's just basically getting calmed down a little bit before she gets put in her room, because if I just stuck her in her room when she's still all hyper and everything, she'll instantly just go to dragging everything out and playing with all of her toys and everything, and it would take her another 30-45 minutes to put herself to sleep. Once we hang out in the playroom for a little while and just watch TV, don't do much at all. I don't let her play, I don't let her do too much. I'll normally just stick her in her room, read her a book, and she will, for the most part, fall asleep within 5 to 10 minutes after I leave the room. I know this sounds super easy, and it is now that we have it all worked out, but I'll be honest with you, when we were first sleep training Maverick, it was very, very difficult, because if any of y'all have little babies as well, when you lay that baby down in their crib, they cry. They will cry like crazy, and you just have to let them cry. And I know a lot of you won't have this belief. I know a lot of you won't want to do that, and that's okay. You go about it however you like to do. This is just our personal experience and what worked for us. But if you just lay them down for a little while, within 5 to 10 minutes, they'll cry themselves to sleep. And it sounds terrible, but it's self-soothing to them. So they'll soothe themselves to sleep, and then they'll sleep wonderfully. And just a side tip, however your baby falls asleep, that's how they're going to put themselves to sleep throughout the night if they wake up. So by laying Maverick down and letting him put himself to sleep by just whimpering a little bit or crying a little bit, when he decides to wake up in the middle of the night sometimes, he can instantly know just to whimper himself asleep, and he normally falls asleep within just a couple seconds after waking up. I'll hear him on the camera. By the time I could make it up the steps, he's already put himself back to sleep. So it's pretty awesome. If you put your baby to sleep breastfeeding or feeding with a bottle, then for the most part you're going to have to go up there and give them another bottle or start feeding them again. Now, I'm only talking with experience of probably about 6 months and up, where your baby does not actually need, well, this is what our doctor told us, but your baby does not need to eat in the middle of the night. If they get a bottle before bed and they get a bottle when they wake up, they do not need a bottle throughout the night. So they're not starving, they're comfort eating. So if you think your baby's just waking up in the middle of the night because they're starving to death, that's not it. It's just comfort for them. I know this sounds really, really hard, but you and your baby both need sleep. So you need to at least give it a chance. If you're willing to, you need to give it a chance and stand outside the room. I can't do that. I can't stand outside the room, but I know a lot of moms, they just have to be close to the crying baby. But I have to walk away and go to the playroom because I cannot listen to him cry like crazy. But if you need to, just stand outside their room, wait. I say wait about 5-10 minutes, and then go in there, check on them, make sure they're still good, which we have cameras on them at all times, so we always know they're good. But I'll go in there, check on him, make sure he's okay, make sure he knows that I'm right there with him, and then I'll leave again. And I promise you, after a couple nights of doing this, they will start sleeping through the night for the most part. Like, they will start sleeping more, and you and your baby both desperately need that. When your baby finally starts sleeping through the night, it'll be like a world difference. Like, your baby will probably be happier during the day because they're getting a good night's sleep, and you're going to be happier because you're getting the rest you need to do the things that you need to do throughout the day, to being a mom, basically. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope my tips don't offend anybody or make anyone mad. Please don't leave negative comments down below. Like I said, this is just what worked for us, and I wanted to share my experience with other moms out there because I get asked a lot from my friends who have babies and everything, and that when they find out that my son is sleeping from 6:30 to 8 o'clock every day, they're shocked, and they're always wondering how I did that. So I just wanted to show you guys my experience. So please, no negative comments. Please, no putting other moms down if they decide to comment. So I hope you guys like this video, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps us out so much. And I'm working really, really hard on growing my YouTube and my Instagram currently. So I'll put my Instagram right here, and I hope you guys can go check that out as well. I upload every single day on my Instagram. So if you want to stay up to date with us, then go check that out. So the next video that'll be up in just a couple days will actually be our announcement video for being pregnant. So you already know, but if you want to see us actually taking our tests and everything like that, then just stay tuned, and that will be up in just a couple days. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!